What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite channels that I watch firearm related. When I did my live for 100,000 subscribers, which once again, the number doesn't mean anything, it's the, how I enjoy this journey I'm on and the interactions, and I loved going live because you guys got to ask me questions and tell me things, and it was just a good time. I love conversating with anyone who loves handguns, has similar interests as me, and it's just a solid way. The internet can be looked at as a negative thing, but it can also be looked at as a very positive thing. You're connecting people. I had people from Puerto Rico in there, so shout out to you. I had people from South Africa. It was absolutely amazing. It's super cool. No, I didn't get the most views, but it was just really cool and honestly really humbling. So someone asked me, what channels do I watch? So I listed a couple. It was sort of hard just listing them off the top of my head with so many other questions coming in, but basically I answered some of them. But today we're going to get into a full list. They are not in order. Before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. We're going to be showing off the Glock 43 for right now. This is one of my favorite carry options, light carry options, especially for traveling and stuff like that, because it's light equipped, so I can use it at my resort, my hotel, a house I'm staying at, whatever the case may be. 8+1 and 9mm, 9 rounds, carry a backup mag, you're good to go. It is ported, very minimal recoil. So I absolutely love this thing, super easy to conceal in warm weather. And what do I look for in a channel, basically? The number one thing I look for is the person. Are they respectful, reasonable? Do they seem like honest people that are just providing for their families? That's a big thing for me. That's a huge thing, because I know how it is in my household, me providing for my family, my wife, my kids. And so I really, really respect anyone who works hard just to take care of their family. I know it's not always the most pay in the world, and you look at other people's stuff and what they have, but when it really comes down to it, none of that stuff matters. It's your family and being happy. So take care of them. Trust me. Let's get into it. First off, AZ Air Gunner. Now, like I said, regardless of subscribers or anything, these are great channels, and everybody here that I mentioned deserves you guys taking the time out of your day and going over there and subscribing, because you will love the content. AZ Air Gunner. He does ballistic testing. It's the best. He shoots 357 SIG, small Glocks, big pistols, small pistols, big rounds, small rounds. He literally tests everything. He gets some crazy hollow points, old hollow points, all sorts of stuff, and he just does great testing. And I love going to that channel for answers, because the proof is there. When he is shooting 357 SIG out of a Glock 43 into this ballistic gel using this ammo, you get the result. And I absolutely love that, so shout out to AZ Air Gunner. Next up, I gotta go Twister. Like I said, no order. But the fact that he's good with guns, loves firearms, is a firearm advocate, has fun, but on top of that, he shared the mic with Kanye West for one of my favorite songs of all time. Now, hold on a second. Regardless of what you think of Kanye, right? This is old Kanye, and regardless of any of that, it's a great song. Jamie Foxx, Twista, and Kanye West, one of my favorite songs of all time. So shout out to him. Great channel. Love that he's in the handgun sector, or firearm sector in general. Next up, Black Rambo. I love his videos. They're crazy. They're cool. Awesome builds. Awesome stuff that he's shooting. A little bit of music, four-wheelers. I mean, it literally gives you it all. And it's sort of cool watching people from different parts of the country, so you sort of see how different their lifestyle is than yours. And it's actually very interesting. So shout out to him. Next up, I got to group these three because they're killing it, making great content. They work together, and you can tell they're good friends. GHG Hustle, Chris TV, Real Rambo J. Once again, putting out good, honest content, exciting content. It's never the same stuff. They're always challenging each other, and that's how you get better. You compete, you battle, but at the end of the day, you shake hands, say, that was fun. But you all got better from it. So I love that channel. I just like watching people work together who love firearms, for the common goal, basically just to get better. So absolute great channels. Keep it up. I'm here to support. Next up, I gotta go Chooks Outdoor Adventures. Like I said, no order. Chooks Outdoor Adventures. If you didn't know this, he's out in Alaska. My 357 SIG shield was based off of Chooks 357 SIG shield. On top of that, he does ballistic tests. But one of my favorite videos of his was actually a Bigfoot video. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't know much about Bigfoot, but it was just entertaining. He's sitting there in the woods in Alaska with nothing but a fire, some coffee or like tea or something like that, and just telling stories. And it's actually really interesting, because where I'm from, not a lot of stuff happens. Where I live now, not a lot of stuff happens. So it's sort of cool seeing someone else's perspective on weird things happening and why they're happening, and also seeing what people have come up with, what they've seen. Because I know where I live, I'm not going to be seeing any crazy things around me. But when you get deep in those Alaskan woods, it's a different story. So shout out to his channel. Absolutely love it. You guys should go and support it. Next up, OG Hickok 45, legend, will forever be a legend. Don't always agree with them, but I'm also 5'9", He's 6'9". Our hands are different, our bodies are different. I completely get it. But I always take something away from his videos. And once again, we don't just start off being great at stuff or know everything. It's a continuous journey of learning. As long as you're going like this and not like this, or I guess you could go straight up, but as long as you're getting steady knowledge from stuff, 100% worth it. Get a little bit better every day, and that's all that really matters. So shout out to Hitcock45. He's a heck of a shooter. He's crazy. Next up, the Firearm guy. I love his reviews. They're simple. He's a good shooter. He's reasonable. Seems like a decent human being. And I just love his channels. Every time a video pops up, he has great themes for his video. You know, like on a Thursday, it's a certain video and stuff like that. So it's super cool. Love tuning into his channel. You know, I'm always here to support. Next up, Mr. Guns and Gear. Shout out to him. I love when he just sits on his back, you know, dock on the lake with his handguns or his rifles, whatever the case may be. And I just love it. I gained so much knowledge from him. I even, in the middle of my workday, I'll throw in a 8-year-old video, 12-year-old video, 10-year-old video. I'll watch old videos. I don't care. It's just awesome stuff to learn. It might be something that doesn't even interest me. He's got it. He's got a great catalog of videos. And I always walk away learning something. And that is, like I said, the biggest thing. Honest Outlaw. Who can't like that channel? Who doesn't like that channel? If you like handguns, you love Honest Outlaw. He's a heck of a shooter. Seems like a decent guy. Love his reviews. Love his ability to be honest, because in the end of the day, you can't play around when it comes to someone's ability to defend themselves or their family. You just can't play on that sort of stuff. So I love the fact that he keeps it real, shoots fast, shoots good, trains, does what he's supposed to. Really looking forward to. I think he said he got a new property and all that, so I can't wait to see more shooting videos from him this year. And last but definitely not least, Such. I believe that's how you say it. I'm terrible with names. That's just me, I guess. But he's out there shooting with his kids. What is more respectable than that? Your kids are out there learning firearm safety, learning how to defend themselves. It's such a great skill to have, and if you teach them from a young, early age to respect the power of what I'm holding in my hand, to never harm others unless they're doing harm to you, and so on, you gotta love it. And on top of that, his videos are always good. And one thing I do want to say about Mr. Guns and Gear, I watched his everyday carry rotation video, and I loved it. They were simple handguns, reliable handguns, affordable handguns. His setups were nothing crazy, nothing that the average person couldn't possibly achieve by working some overtime and busting their butt a little bit. So I absolutely love those types of videos. But back to Such, good shooter, knows his stuff, and once again, he's into like other stuff, like more like gear and prepping and all sorts of stuff. So I love all these channels. They're all great. And literally every single day of my life, I am soaking up more and more knowledge. Whether I'm at work with headphones in, whether I'm at home in the shower with my speaker on, I'm always learning. I'm always getting better, as should everyone else. I'm not the best at anything. I'm just the most consistent. Thanks for watching, guys.